Okay, hey, buddy. And no, we did not plan the fact that we have red shirts and glasses on. We did not plan that.
Blackhawks.
Red and black tank for no friggin' reason.
Hey, you know, you're supporting the Blackhawks.
It just, my mom just got it for me yesterday. So. Anyway, this is going to be yet another collaborative video. And it's going to be the 2009 release, I do believe, from Lynyrd Skynyrd,
Yes.
God and Guns.
Yes. Yep. All right, well, I'll start out. I'm going to do a little bit of background information. God and Guns is obviously, like you said, by Guns N' Roses, Lynyrd Skynyrd, thinking of my next review. It was released on September 29th of 2009, and this is their 11th studio album. Some background information on this album. Really, the writing and the recording took place between 2007 through 2009. The album features artwork from guitarist John Five, who was on their latest album here.
Wait, John Five was on there?
It is also yeah, that's what all this information is directly from
John
Wikipedia.
Five, the dude who used to play
Yes.
with Manson and Zombie.
Yeah, I looked that up.
Whoa.
He's actually on their last record that we're gonna review in a little while. See if this works. But I'll just keep going here with the background information and a couple more. This album is the last to feature longtime keyboardist Billy Paul, who died in 2009. And Huey Thomason, who died in September of 2007. The singles off this album are Still Unbroken and Simple Life, and again, the song Still Unbroken was written after the death of original bassist Leon Wilkerson, who died in 2001. So, yeah.
And if you don't know the history of Lynyrd Skynyrd, go to Wikipedia, type in Lynyrd Skynyrd, right there.
Yeah. Obviously, you know, they've had changes, and people actually saying from this album that they have changed a little too much. You know, obviously, I think it's Johnny Van Zant's the vocalist now, correct?
I think.
Yeah.
I know it's Johnny, Ronnie, and Donnie.
I think it's Johnny. But anyway,
one of them's
fast.
the guitar player in 38 Special.
Yeah. Well, real fast, a little bit of history. Obviously, Ronnie passed away in a plane crash, and his brother has taken over the band. That's the big thing.
And there is no guy in the band by the name of Lynyrd Skynyrd. He's actually named after their old football coach at their old school.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't know that. Wow, that's cool. All right, well, that's all the information I have, so you want to jump right in the track-by-track review?
Yes, I do. Track one,
start with number one.
Still Unbroken. Hard-rocking song about, hard living and living the life that you're living in, kind of a biker lifestyle as well, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have this song basically starts the album out with a bang. It has some nice drum and guitar work, especially. It has a rock vibe to it, kind of in your face, as a lot of southern rock can be at points. This song, I think, is basically a statement from the band saying that Lynyrd Skynyrd is still alive. Although a lot of people have, said that this album is not their best, they are still alive and still rocking. That's what I have.
And still unbroken.
Yeah.
Because they got guns.
I'll do track number 2 here. Simple Life is the name. The song has a nice guitar lead to it. It features a lot of layered guitar work, which I think is interesting, really pretty cool. The lyrics are very catchy, and it tells the truth about today's society, maybe compared to the good old days, as it kind of seems in the song. it's basically how Johnny Van Zant, that is saying, he wants to go back and wish he could go back and enjoy the good times he had with not only his brother, but, just how life was a lot simpler. And that's that.
I'll take track 3.
Okay.
Little Thing Called You. Hard rocking song, very riff based, about a guy who learned his lesson and is tired of a gold digging, cheating woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's basically it. I have it that it's a classic kind of a southern rock song. We reviewed a lot of Lynyrd Skynyrd, or not Lynyrd, well, obviously Lynyrd Skynyrd, but Jackal. And it's kind of the same thing. I have a kind of there's a catchy tempo to the song, very Kiss sounding, maybe a little bit with the instrumentals, kind of fast, hard rock pace. I was listening to Kiss that day, that's why I put that in there. Meaning of the song, there you go. Awesome guitar solo as well.
Yeah.
For me, I'll do track number 4 right into it. The song is Southern Ways. It's very country-esque, kind of, maybe a little slower paced song with the piano, maybe a Sweet Home Alabama tempo as far as that goes. It's wanting to just, again, go back to the earlier points of life, maybe when life was easier, kind of back-to-back meanings on that for me. The lyrics are catchy, and you'll be singing along for most of this album, most of the song for sure.
Basically, what I have is it's about missing the South when you ain't down here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you could take it really either way, but yeah, I could definitely tie that in there as well.
Track 5, Skinner Nation.
You want number 5? Okay.
Riff-based hard rocking song, but basically salute to Skinner Nation.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly what I have. It's kind of an aggressive rock song, and the vocals are dueling, kind of back and forth. It's a low key song, is what I have as well. All right, I'll do track number 6 here. It's Unwrite That Song. It's a slower pace, kind of a love ballad, maybe a little bit a guy with a broken heart. The structure of the song is obviously, I think, pretty beautiful. It's about a guy who's again brokenhearted, and hears a song on the radio, and is just basically heartbroken. So he's kind of pissed off and says, "That's not how you write a love song. How you write a song in general. Maybe attack of today's music, popular music, which is obviously
if you can call it that."
Yeah, it's very electronic based, and there's some of it that's good. I'm not gonna lie, but a lot of it is very not what Lynyrd Skynyrd, not what you would expect, not especially rock music, I would say.
Yeah. Just kind of what I had.
Right,
Power ballad about a guy who's going through hell, and the instrumentals hit, and about how when you're going through hell and the instrumentals hit you and the vocals just don't do nothing for you, the songwriter needs to rewrite that song because you're going through some heartache.
Yeah. I mean, it's you kind of the same thing, and you can kind of put this. You can attach this label of both, as the songs are not written properly nowadays, and he just didn't feel inspired, I guess you'd say, or helped out in any way. For that one. All right,
take track 7.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a faster paced one because I know you love them fast paced ones.
All right. This song is honestly, when I first heard it, I really didn't like it because of just something to it. I have it as a slower kind of a song in the beginning, but then picks up speed. It's maybe by slower I mean darker. It's just about a guy who lives in the South, and hunting, and just a mysterious guy. It's a mysterious song, so it's a mysterious song about a mysterious guy, is what I want to say.
May I do a little Southern translation of the song?
Okay, yeah.
Because living in Chicago, you probably wouldn't know some of the stuff I know down here.
Yeah,
or at least this is how it hit me. It's about a moonshiner who killed a ATF guy and then went on the run.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't expect that, but.
Well, it made moonshine down in the holler.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was just going towards the instrumentals on it. Yeah, that's all I heard. That's literally all I heard.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Get back here. I'm looking at the weather here. All right. Track number 8 is track number 8 is That Ain't My America. I was singing this song even yesterday night. The song is about the changes in American lifestyle, throughout the last decade, 2-3 decades, and how the roots and how everything has been forgotten, whether it be the changing gas prices, the lack of respect maybe towards military personnel by some groups. Obviously, the military is well respected by the most, but there are people that I don't know. There's groups everywhere. Yeah, and also I have the changing opinion on gun control, whether it be, whether I should have not have guns, and, what do you think of that? And the changing smoking laws and just wanting to light up anywhere you want and, go into bars and, you can't smoke in bars in most up here, at least in Chicago. Yeah.
You ain't supposed to down here, but I know a few that do.
Yeah. The song to me is similar to Brad Paisley's Accidental Racist in the way that this song was written to express a message. The Accidental Racist, of course, was about racism and kind of it was battered by a lot of people just because LL Cool J was in it, and people didn't like that necessarily, and this is kind of the same way. I don't think, except Lynyrd Skynyrd, you have to respect this kind of song.
That and they have that outlaw mentality that they just don't care.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. They don't. But this song to me, I found it interesting. I was reading up because a lot of people were saying that this song is complete opposites from what Ronnie Van Zandt, who was anti-everything, anti-corporation, kind of a tree hugger, if you will. He didn't believe in any of the gun controls or, the big business, where Lynyrd Skynyrd now has shifted that way again and kind of, maybe to stay popular. I don't know. It's interesting, though.
I kind of heard something myself. I say it's American country song about what they say is wrong in the country, and I think they took a pot shot at Obama in it.
Okay.
When it's you can take your change on down the road, far from me.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that, it's kind of an attack towards the government as well.
They're taking a pot shot.
Yeah. The great thing about this country is we can do this. We can do that,
Yeah.
I definitely like this song. You want to do track number 9 then?
Yeah. Coming Back for More. Hard rocking song about a dude wants some good loving about how he's hooked on a girl.
Yeah. That's as simple as that. That's exactly what I have. A different wording, of course. I have it's very catchy. So maybe not the same. It's mainly a guitar. As far as the meaning, as far as the meaning, that's exactly what I have. But as far as the music in it, I have a little more detailed, maybe a little bit. It's mainly a guitar-led song, kind of interface drums, kind of that support an upbeat kind of tempo. The lyrics are catchy as well, and there's also a nice piano in it. That's what I have. All right, you want to do God and Guns?
God and Guns. Old school, backwoods, old school country rock. Basically, them saying, the government needs to stay away from my God and my guns, and how the government needs to back off.
Mm-hmm. yeah, again, it's kind of maybe a shot at the government.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the first song that I heard off the album. It's one of my favorites, I would say. I actually saw them live a couple years ago, and they played this song. The intro to the song kind of reminds me of something that the band, they did earlier, you know, in their careers. Maybe with a song. I think it was. I might be wrong, maybe not. It kind of explodes into a nice guitar-led ballad, as you said, you know, to support the angry vocals.
Yeah.
You do number 11, I'll do number 12.
Storm. Let me make sure.
Yeah, you're good, I think.
Yeah. Had to check. If when in doubt, check the back of the CD. Storm. Wait a minute. Okay. Basically, them saying when you're going through a lot of stuff, remember the storm is going to end someday.
Mm-hmm.
How the crap ain't going to be so hard. It's just going to be forever for a little while.
Yeah, and you'll get through it, and you know nothing's going to last forever. Basically, what that says. Yeah, that's basically it. It's a primarily drum-led and guitar-led song. There you go. All right, I'll do number 12. When I talked to you earlier in the week, you said you wanted to keep going, so we'll do. Actually, what am I saying? There's 3 more tracks, but
yeah. Because I didn't review the live stuff.
Yeah, me either. I just kind of because like I said,
track 18. If you don't know that song, you're kind of not a freaking American.
All right. Anyway, I guess. Track number 12. Gifted Hands. I've told you in the past it's one of my favorite Lynyrd Skynyrd songs from this kind of new era, if you will.
Yeah.
It's kind of an acoustic, paced, heartfelt song with some beautiful vocals that paid tribute to former keyboardist Billy Powell, who died earlier in the year January 28th of that year at the age of 56 as a result of a suspected heart attack. It features an amazing guitar solo, which really captures the emotion. It just encapsulates everything, you know, just the emotion of everything they're feeling. It just puts it in a nice bottle and gives it to you. You know, even me listening to it, not having any, you know, being a fan, but not knowing anyone in the band, it's that emotion just seeps out of you, and you know, it can make you tear up in the right situation.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what happens to me a lot of times. Yeah, there you go. What you have for that one?
Well, I'm missing I got something about a song about a guy who, wait a minute, Gifted Hands, a country song about a guy about going through stuff and a guy who was old and killer on guitar. Of course, I'm a guitar player, so stuff jumped out at me that probably wouldn't, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason it makes me think, and I actually looked this up just to be sure.
You thought Billy?
Because he says he played the bird and you know and whatever, and that's one of the best lines in that whole song. Yeah.
I also thought maybe for Ronnie too.
Yeah, I mean you
because the bird
probably go either way. Yeah. I mean for me. That the meaning necessarily doesn't matter on the song. It's just the instrumentals and everything is just is just beautiful, and you know it's a great tribute song. You can do number 13.
All right. Bang Bang, riff rock song about, from what I can tell, a reverse Bonnie and Clyde.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't really have the meaning, so I'll just take your word for it on that one. This song for me screams classic, kind of southern rock. There's some extremely catchy parts to it with the fast-paced guitar and the drum beat opening that really, and reading this word for word, transitions nicely into a catchy bang bang lyrics, as you said, you know, gunshots, whatever. the robberies, whatever you want to say, with Bonnie and Clyde, be stuck in your head for days. Yeah.
Kind of wish I had my keyboard plugged in right now, so I could pull up one of my because I got a keyboard over here that I could just hit a couple of shots on there.
All right, I'll do 14 here. This song is raining in my heartland. I like the song a lot. It took me a couple listens to really get into it. Musically, there's a bunch of just instrumentals that can be heard. It's just a mishmash, sort of, obviously with the guitar work, the drum work, and there's kind of just some Lynyrd or Sweet Home Alabama-ish, again, instrumental that kind of goes nuts in the middle of the song. Lyrically, the song is about a small town that was once just a hub of business, in the heartland of America, and maybe in the southern United States. As we've seen a lot of big businesses, going to Canada, going to Mexico, and going to even bigger cities. And now how these smaller cities are just kind of dead. There's still people there, but the draw is really gone. And just kind of a tribute song to that. Like I said, I really did like that song too. You do track number 15.
Hobo Kind of Man. Country jam song about traveling all over the country trying to find work.
Yeah. It's as simple as that. I really don't have to go into any detail about the meaning, but it starts out with a very, very interesting moving train car sound, kind of a train going along, and that sets the tone for the song. You immediately know when the lyrics start what's going to happen, and kind of, maybe the song harkens back to a guy going from World War II and trying to find work when he comes back, or just a soldier in general. Really interesting too. All right, you want to start out, just say something about the live tracks, and I'll go ahead and say something?
Well, basically, Red, White, and Blue, I do believe when they first decided to start recording non-greatest hits albums again, it was on their first album like that, and it was their first single. Call Me the Breeze, classic Lynyrd Skynyrd. How can you not? And Sweet Home Alabama, like I said, if you don't know that song, you're not friggin' American.
Yeah. For me, the live tracks, I didn't really want to review them as much. I've heard Red, White, and Blue before. But overall, the live tracks talks about, it's just. I saw Lynyrd Skynyrd a couple years ago in 2010 with Bret Michaels when he was in Chicago. They were pretty good. They weren't what I've heard them in the past, the 70s, 80s, but they were still sounded very, very good. And we didn't stay for Freebird, the last song, which I was kind of mad about. But when you hear Lynyrd Skynyrd on an album, a live CD, that's exactly what you get too. And that's basically it for me. Yeah. Sorry to get the TV in the background. What are your favorite songs on the album?
God and Guns, Skinner Nation, and Unwrite That Song.
Okay. Yeah, I had actually a whole bunch. I think I have half the CD on this.
I'd say that
list.
too.
A little thing called You, Skinner Nation, Unwrite That Song, That in My America definitely stuck out to me as well. God and Guns, Gifted Hands, my ultimate favorite on this album, I'd say, and Raining in My Heartland. For that, that's almost half the album.
Yeah.
All right, what did you think? What did you think of the album overall?
Well, I gotta give it 8 out of 10. Really good album.
Okay. All right. I think my rating is a little bit different. I actually have it maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's not a bad album by any means. It's just, I don't know. It's when you get down to it, what songs are you really gonna remember? Obviously, you know, in the long run. Obviously, now we go back and we look at this album and says, "Oh, that's an awesome song. I'm gonna put that on my iPod," or whatever. But you know, is there a classic song on the CD? I don't know. It's just another CD, kind of, in my opinion here. I like how Lynyrd Skynyrd is not afraid to share their opinions and really doesn't care. And they, whether it be dealing with gun control, the smoking laws, or overall patriotism of the government of this great nation that we live in with the soldiers, you've always got to respect something that Lynyrd Skynyrd says. For me, again, this album stayed close to their roots, which is unlike any other band nowadays that we really see. Again, my rating is 6 or a 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically it.
Well,
right.
Jason does have complete right to download this and post this on his channel. Just saying. Because I always say that we don't want each other getting copyright strikes or nothing.
We do.
And if you have any questions, comments, or albums you'd like me to review, I know I have a lot backed up, but still, I will get to them. I've just been having some issues lately, but if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, put them in the comment section down below. Please subscribe. Hit me on Facebook at lancemosstv. Wait a minute. Hit me email me at lancemosstv@gmail.com, and yeah, video responses would be cool too.
Yeah. All right. Well, basically for me, again, this is my album review corner. I put out new videos every week. I've got a whole list coming up here. Sorry, wrong thing here. I have a list. I have some Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, which I never really got to. I will get to that pretty soon here. I've got some Aerosmith, got some country music with some Eric Church, some Toby Keith, some newer music, Jukebox the Ghost, Imagine Dragons, some Daft Punk, some Jimmy Eat World, and finally, probably some Black Sabbath. I believe, was that yesterday or today that album came out?
Yesterday. Dude, I was going to mention that for our next album review.
We should,
the next one after the one we at the album we're fixing to do.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Again, we're gonna do another album right after this, I believe. Have another review lined up.
But it will be out tomorrow.
Yeah. If you like this video and like my other videos, I know this one's kind of long. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm doing a question and answer video, so hopefully in the near future. So if you want to send me some questions, please put them below. Personal message me. If you know my Facebook, put that up there. Put some questions on me. Text me, my friend, whatever. That's fine. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Album Review Corner. Thank you guys for tuning in to us. Have a nice day.
Bye.